श्री गुरु चरण सरोरज निज मन मुकुर सुधार। वरनो रघुबर विमल यश जोदायक फलचार। बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार। बल बुद्धि विद्या देव मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीश तिहु लोक उजागर। रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा। महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी। कंचन वरन विराज सुवेशा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा। हाथ वज्र ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजे। शंकर सुवन केशरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन। विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर। प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया। सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियाहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा। भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे। लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुबीर हर्षि उर लाए। रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरतहि सम। सहस बदन तुम्हरो यश गावे हस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे। संकदिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीषा नारद शारद सहित अहीशा। यम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते कवि कुबेर कहि सके कहाते। तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा। तुम्हारो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना। युग सहस्र योजन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर पल जानु। प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माही जलधि लांघि गई अचरज नाहि। दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे। सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी शरणा तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। आपन तेज सम्हारो आपै तीनों लोक काज की आपै। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। नाशै रोग हरे सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत। संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे मन सम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। तब पर राम तपस्वी राजा दीन के काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि निधि के दाता अष्टवर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुम्हारे भजन राम को भावे जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंत काल रघुबर पुर जाई सुख करे। संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। जो शत बार पाठ कर कोई, छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई। जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, कोई सीधी साथी गौरीसा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, कीजय नाथ हृदय महाडेरा। पवन तनय संकट हरन, मंगल मूरति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसहु सुरभूप।
As we continue our evening's devotions, I would like at this point in time to perform what we have come to know as the Kavach. When it was Devi Yagi, we did Devi Kavach, Ganesh Kavach. Now this is Panchmukhi Hanuman Kavach. Hanuman is portrayed as having 5 faces. So there is Ekmukhi, Panchmukhi. So I would like you to, if you can, visualize Hanumanji with the 5 faces. Now these 5 faces are 5 different animals, as we say, reflected to us. The eastern face is the Kapi, the monkey face. The southern face is the lion Narsingh. There is the western face, which is Garud, the eagle. The northern face, Varaha, which is the boar. And right in the middle, the horse head, Haigriv. These are the 5 different faces of Panchmukhi Hanuman. And of course, each face represents particular qualities, negativities that we transcend. But when the sculptors make the murti, when they paint the murti, they put all the faces side because they can't get the 3-dimensional direction. But this is how it is. And it is also instructive to know that Hanuman Baba is Lord Shiva. He is the 11th Rudra. And Shiva himself, in the first appearance as it were, had 5 faces. 5 faces. Panchmukhi also. The face on the eastern side, Tatpurush, yellow in color. The southern face, blue-black in color, Aghor. The western face, red, Vamdev. The northern face, Sadyojat, white in color. And the face on top, right up on top, transparent, absolutely colorless. Of course, all these have significance. But at this point, I really wouldn't want to go into too much of that philosophy. Just one night we have, a short time. So I would like to perform the Hanumat Kavach, Panchmukhi. And this Kavach is like an armor, as we say. It protects all of us. Protect our near and dear ones, whether they are near or far. So I want you all to settle yourselves. And in today's world, everybody needs protection. Everybody. If today you're safe, you can't be the same thing. You can't say for tomorrow if you'll be safe. So this is why the Kavach have been prepared. You know, some problem in front of my face, I can't deal with it. What is behind my back and I can't see, how do I deal with that? Many times the enemy is unseen. How do I deal with that? This is where the Kavach is so important. It's like a fortress that is impenetrable if you do it right. So, as I've been saying over and over, you are on your own journey. I can chant the Kavach, I feel the presence, tap the energy from myself. I can try to help with you, but you have to make your effort. So for a few moments, I want you to concentrate, visualize Pavan Putra. In between, we'll be doing a little bit of Havan. So when I say SWAHA, You all repeat Swaha while Ajit will make the offerings into the fire. So as we start off, you visualize, if you can, Panchmukhi Hanuman. Om Shri Hanumate Namaha. Om Tat Sat Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Panchavadanaya Anjaneyaya Namaha. Om Asya Shri Panchmukh Hanumat Mantrasya Brahma Rishi Gayatri Chandah Panchmukh Virat Hanuman Devta Hrim Bijam Shrim Shakti Kraum Kilakam Krum Kavacham Kraim Astraiphat Iti Digbandha Shri Garud Uvacha Atadhyanam Pravakshyami Shrunu Sarvanga Sundari Yad Kritam Deva Devena Dhyanam Hanumatah Priyam Panchavaktra Mahabhimam Tripancha Nayanaryutam Bahubhirdashabhiryuktam Sarvakamartha Siddhidam Purvam tu Vanaram Vaktram Koti Surya Samaprabham Drangsha Karala Varnam Bhrukuti Kuti Lekshanam Asyaiva Dakshinam Vaktram Narasingham Mahadbhutam Atyugra Teju Bapusham Bhishanam Bhayanashanam Paschimam Garudam Vaktram Vakratundam Mahabalam Sarvanaga Prashamanam Vish Bhutadi Krintanam Uttaram Saukaram Vaktram Krishnam Diptam Nabhupamam Patala Singha Vetala Jwar Rog Adi Krintanam Urdhvam Hayanananghuram Danavanta Karamparam Yena Vaktena Viprindra Tarakakyam Mahasuram Jaghan Sharanam Tatsyat Sarva Shatru Haramparam Dhyatva Panchamukham Rudram Hanumantam Dayanidhim Khargam Tishulam Khadvangam Pashankusha Parvatam Mushting Kaumuriking Briksham Dharayantam Kamandalum Bhindi Palam Gyana Mudrang Dashabhir Muni Pungavam Etani Ayudh Jalani Dharayantam Bhajamyam Pretasanu Pavishtam Tam Sarvabharna Bhushitam Divya Malyam Bardharam Divya Gandhanulepanam Sarv Aschayriyamayam Devam Hanumat Vishvato Mukham Paschasam Achyutam Aneka Vichitra Varna Vaktram Shashanka Shikharam Kapiraja Varyam Pitambaradi Mukutai Rupa Shobhitangam Pingaksha Madhya Manishang Manasasmarami Markatesha Mahotsaham Sarva Shattu Haramparam Shatru Sangharamang Raksha Sriman Napad Udhara Om Hari Markat Markat Mantramidam Parilikhyate Likhyate Vamatali Yadi Nashiti Nashiti Shatrukalam Yadi Munchati Munchati Vamalata Om Hari Markataya Swaha Om Namo Bhagavate Panchavadanai Purva Kapi Mukhai Sakal Shatru Sangharakaya Swaha Om Namo Bhagavate Panchavadanai Dakshin Mukhai Karal Vadanai Narasinghaya Sakal Bhuta Pramathanai Swaha Om Namo Bhagavate Panchavadanai Paschim Mukhai Garudananaya Sakal Vishahrai Swaha Om Namo Bhagavate Panchavadanai Uttar Mukhai Adi Varahaya Sakal Sampatkaraya Swaha Om Namo Bhagavate Panchavadanai Urdhva Mukhai Haigrivaya Sakal Janavashankaraya Swaha Om Asasi Panchamukh Hanumat Mantrasya Shri Ramchandra Rishihi Anushtup Chandaha Panchamukh Vir Hanuman Devta Hanuman Iti Bijam Vayuputra Iti Shaktihi Anjani Sut Iti Kilakam Ram Dut Hanumat Prasad Siddhyartim Jape Viniyogha Om Iti Rish Adikang Vinyasit. So you can follow my actions. Om Anjani Sutai Angushta Bhyam Namaha. Om Rudra Murte Tarjini Bhyam Namaha. Om Vayuputrai Madhyama Bhyam Namaha. Middle finger. Om Agni Garbhaya Anamika Bhyam Namaha. Om Ramadutaya Kanishtaka Bhyam Namaha. Om Panchamukh Hanumati Karatal Karapishcha Bhyam Namaha. Keep that same mudra, you touch the various parts of your body. Om Iti Karnyas. Om Anjani Sutai Hirdayaya Namaha. Heart. Om Rudra Murtaye Shirase Swaha, the head. Om Vayuputra Shikhaya Bhakat, the back of the head. Yeah. Om Agni Garbhaya Kavachai Hum. Both hands, touching both shoulders, cross your hand in front. Om Ramadutai Netratrayai Baukat. These three fingers, middle finger touching the middle of the forehead, and ring finger, index finger touching both eyes. Om Panchamukh Hanumate Astraiphat. Clap. Om Panchamukh Hanumate Swaha. Iti Digbandha. अथ ध्यानम वंदे वानर नारसिंह खगरात क्रोधाश्वक्त्रान्वितम दिव्यालंकरणं त्रिपंच नयनम दे दीप्यमानं रुचा हस्ताब्जारिशिखित पुस्तक सुधा कुंभांशु कुशाद्रिंहलम खत्वांगं फणिभूरहं दशभुजं सर्वारिवीरापहाम। अथ मंत्रः ओम श्री रामदूताय अंजनेयाय वायुपुत्राय महाबल पराक्रमाय सीता दुख निवारणाय लंका दहन कारणाय महाबल प्रचंडाय फाल्गुन सखाय कोलाहल सकल ब्रह्मांड विश्वरूपाय सप्त समुद्र निर्लंघनाय पिंगल नयनाय अमित विक्रमाय सूर्य बिंब फल सेवनाय दुष्ट निवारणाय दृष्टि निरालंकृताय संजीविनी संजीवत अंगद लक्ष्मण महाकपिसैन प्राणदाय दशकंद विध्वंसनाय रामेष्टाय महाफाल्गुन सखाय सीता सहित राम वर प्रसाद खत प्रयोगागम पंचमुख वीर हनुमत मंत्र जपे विनियोगः। ओम हरि मरकत मरकताय बम 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 बाउखत स्वाहा। ओम हरि मरकत मरकताय फम 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 फत स्वाहा। ओम हरि मरकत मरकताय खेम 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 मारनाय स्वाहा। ओम हरि मरकत मरकताय लूम 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 आकर्षित सकल संपत्कराय स्वाहा। ओम हरि मरकत मरकताय ढम ढम धम 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 शत्रुस्तंभनाय स्वाहा। ओम टम 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 कूर्म मूर्तये पंचमुख वीर हनुमते परयंत्र प्रतंत उचातनाय स्वाहा। ओम कंखं गंघम वम चम चम झम झम यम टम ठम डम ढम नम तम थम दम धम नम पम फम बम भम मम यम रम लम वम शम खम सम हम लम क्षम स्वाहा इति दिग्बंध। ओम पूर्व के पिमुखाय पंचमुख हनुमते टम 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 सकल शत्रु संहारनाय स्वाहा। ओम दक्षिण मुखाय पंचमुख हनुमते कराल वदनाय नरसिंहाय ओम ह्रां ह्रीं ह्रूं ह्रैं ह्रौं ह्रः सकल भूत प्रेत दमनाय स्वाहा। ओम पश्चिम मुखाय गरुदाननाय पंचमुख हनुमते मम 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 सकल विषहराय स्वाहा। ओम उत्तर मुखाय आदि वराहाय लम 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 नरसिंहाय नीलकंठ मूर्ति पंचमुख हनुमते स्वाहा। ओम ऊर्ध्वमुखाय हैग्रीवाय रुम 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 रुद्रमूर्तये सकल प्रयोजन निर्वाहकाय स्वाहा। ओम अंजनीसुताय वायुपुत्राय महाबलाय सीता शोक निवारणाय श्री रामचंद्र कृपा पादुकाय महावीर प्रमथनाय ब्रह्मांडनाथाय कामदाय पंचमुख वीर हनुमते स्वाहा। ओम भूत प्रेत पिशाच ब्रह्म राक्षस शाकिनी दाकिन्य अंतरिक्ष ग्रह पर्यंत प्रतंत उचातनाय स्वाहा। ओम सकल प्रयोजन निर्वाहकाय पंचमुख वीर हनुमते श्री रामचंद्र वर प्रसादाय जम 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 स्वाहा। सवेंद्र तो हनुमान जी डिवोटीज इदम कवचम पठित्वा तु महाकवचम पठे नरः एक बारम जपेत स्तोत्रम सर्वशत्रु निवारणम द्विबारम तु पठे नित्यम पुत्र पौत्र प्रवर्धनम त्रिवारम च पठे नित्यम सर्व संपत्करम शुभम चतुर्वारम पठे नित्यम सर्वरोग निवारणम ओम पंचवारम पथे नित्यम सर्वलोकवशंकरम खद्वारम च पथे नित्यम सर्वदेववशंकरम सप्तवारम पठे नित्यम सर्वसौभाग्यदायकम अष्टवारम पथे नित्यम इष्टकामार्थ सिद्धिदम नववारम पथे नित्यम राजभोगमवाप्नुयात् दशवारम पथे नित्यम त्रैलोक ज्ञान दर्शनम रुद्र वृत्तिं पथे नित्यम सर्वसिद्धिर्भवेद्रम निर्बलो रोगयुक्तश्च महाव्याध आदि पीड़ितः कवच स्मरणेनैव महाबल मवाप्नुयात्। ओम इति श्री सुदर्शन संहितायां श्री रामचंद्र सीता प्रोक्तम श्री पंचमुख हनुमत कवचम संपूर्ण। बोलिए श्री पवन पुत्र हनुमान की। Devotees, so we are focusing on Hanuman Baba. We will begin, continue I should say, simple bhajan. If you can join me, you feel free. Little bit of summary of Hanuman Baba's Katha. Then we'll get into a little bit more detail. But what a bhajan says, Jana par kripa karo, hey Hanuman. Hanuman ji, we are worshipping you on this auspicious day. जन पर कृपा. All of us, Jan, the whole world, कृपा करो. Be graceful to us. दया करो हे पवन पुत्र. पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप. राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुरभूप. लाल देह लालील से अरुधर लाल लंगू. वज्र देह दानव दलन जय 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 कपीशूर. ओ जन पर कृपा करो हनुमान. ए जन पर कृपा करो हनुमान. जन पर कृपा करो हनुमान. हे जन पर कृपा करो हनुमान. जन पर कृपा करो हनुमान. हे राम के द्वारे तुम रखवारे महावीर बलवान. जन पर महावीर बलवान. राम के द्वारे तुम रखवारे महावीर बलवान. जन पर महावीर बलवान. राम लखन कौशल्या जी के जाए अंजनी के जाए हनुमान. हे जन पर कृपा करो हनुमान. जन पर कृपा करो हनुमान. ए संकट मोचन नाम तुम्हारो धरत संतेर ध्यान. जन पर धरत संतेर ध्यान. संकट मोचन नाम तुम्हारो धरत संतेर ध्यान. जन पर धरत संतेर ध्यान. आतन सूता लाल भूता मुख में राम का नाम. अरे मुख में राम का नाम. ओ जन पर कृपा करो हनुमान. जन पर कृपा करो हनुमान. हे लक्ष्मण मूर्छित पर धरनी में दियो सजीवन आन. जन पर दियो सजीवन आन. लक्ष्मण मूर्छित पर धरनी में दियो सजीवन आन. जन पर दियो सजीवन आन. जनक सुता को शोक निवारो रघुबरसु जस बखान. हे रघुबरसु जस बखान. हे जन पर कृपा करो हनुमान. जन पर कृपा करो हनुमान. हे दैत्य पताल ही रावण मारो देवी निधियो वरदान. जन पर देवी निधियो वरदान. हे पैछ पताल ही रावण मारो देवी निधियो वरदान. जन पर देवी निधियो वरदान. मकर ध्वज के राशि लग्यो अपने पुत्र कर जान. हे अपने पुत्र कर जान. ओ जन पर कृपा करो हनुमान. जन पर कृपा करो हनुमान. राम लखन के शोक निवारो दल मेले हनुमान. जन पर दल मेले हनुमान. राम लखन के शोक निवारो दल मेले हनुमान. जन पर दल मेले हनुमान. तुलसीदास पर कृपा कीजिए भक्त आपनो जान. हे भक्त आपनो जान. तो जन पर कृपा करो हनुमान. 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 ओ जन पर कृपा करो हनुमान. जन पर कृपा. Devotees, Hanuman ji wasn't aware of his power. a disciple of Sri Ram, and I will take it from this Kishkindha Kand. Sri Ram had an agreement with Sugriv that Sri Ram would defeat Bali and Sugriv would institute a search for Sita Mata, who was abducted by Ravan. So the disciples of Sri Ram, we call them, the monkeys and bears, Hanuman included, they came to the southern shores of India and they were advised by some party, a vulture, who told them Sita is in Lanka. So if you want to get news and whatever else, someone has to go to Lanka. But there was a small problem of 800 miles of ocean with no means of transport. So who could cross 800 miles without any sort of physical means of transport? So it was like a dead end. Time and again in life, we are confronted with such situations. We don't know what to do. But there is always someone. One, there is a problem, there is a solution. Jamwant, the eldest of them all, looking around, he said, we need to find someone who can cross this 800 miles of ocean to go to Lanka. Now Jamwant said, in my young days, I could have, what happened? When that Lord appeared in, Vaman Avatar, and he grew in size, I ran around him 7 times in 2 hours. Imagine the size of that. That time I was young, powerful. But what happened? I had a fight with a demon and he struck me on my knee. So I have a bad knee. So I can't, but I could jump 90 yojan. Now, 100 yojan, a yojan is equivalent to about 8 miles. So in his old age, he's saying, I could jump 90 yojan. But jumping 90 yojan and make no sense, you will end up in the sea. So he said, but I don't know. And then looking around, he said, there's one amongst us who has this capacity. And who is that? He turned towards Hanuman. He said, Hanuman, why are you sitting so quietly here? You have the most power, but you're sitting the quietest of all? Listen, Hanuman, let me tell you. Now, devotee Jamwant knew of Hanuman's background, this katha. So, Jamwant is saying, Hanuman, your father's name, Kesari. Your mother's name, Anjani, as we say. One day, your father, the king of the forest, one day some sages who were just walking by, and a mad elephant, very, very mad, angry elephant, rushed towards them as it got up dead itself. These sages, overpowered by fear, they remained rooted to the spot, not knowing what to do. But your father, O Hanuman, placed himself between that mad elephant and the sages. He wrestled with that mad elephant, bringing it to the ground, destroying it, saving the sages. So Hanuman, the sages were highly pleased. And they said, oh Keshari, ask a boon, what do you want? Then Keshari said, oh holy ones, what I want? I am the king of the forest, I have everything, but there is one thing that I really would like to ask for. I would like to have a son as powerful as the wind. I would like to have a son as powerful as the wind. Then the sages said, blessings, tathastu, so shall it be, eva mastu. Eva mastu kahi rishita bagayavu. The sage blessed your father Hanuman, and they went on their journey, whatever. Your mother Hanuman, very, very beautiful. Very beautiful. And some time afterwards, as it appeared to be she was in family's way, she went to a very beautiful spot where, Mother Nature in all her glory. Breeze blowing, very cool, gentle, wonderful. But then after some time, what happened? She felt a very strange feeling, as if someone was attempting to touch her. Chiru Ravan Pavan Suvarsa, Bhuja Dirka Chahat Parsa. So the breeze, like it wanted to, like lifting her clothes, interfering, someone wanted to interfere with her. Now she was a pativrata, straightforward, right? Devoted to her husband, nothing otherwise. When the mother saw this, देखी मातु तब क्रोध करे ही, she became very angry. लागी श्राप देन पुनीते ही, and she wanted to pronounce a shrap on whoever it was. She wasn't seeing what it was. And in that state, she had the power because of Pativrata Shakti, the kind of life she lived. And yes, devotees, when we live the right type of life, you develop an energy, you develop the power. Many want to go to the forest, and do stamp on the head, tie themselves, and not to get power. You know how you can get power, devotees? Doing the right things in life. Right things in life. Let me digress for one moment. There was a young man, devotees, who wanted to really acquire power. He wanted to be a great yogi. Power. To do what? Maybe he wanted to become a Siyaman. So he went into the forest, he sat under a tree, and he performed tapasya intensely. Right? Shave out his head, leave the churki, go and sit down there, and Mahayogi. Devotees, for quite some time he sat down there, One day, a bird who didn't have any toilet training, the bird was on top on the branch above his head. And the bird did what he had to do on top of the Swami head. He got messed up. So, watch what was happening to him. So he was very, very puzzled about this kind of thing. So he would seek alms, charity. So he went into the village. He came to a house where lived a couple. A very old man, a sick man, and his consort. So but I forgot to mention it. When the bird did his numbers on his head, this fellow looked with anger the bird. Must get angry. And immediately the bird burned to ashes. Wow. So this fellow said, I have power. I could burn people. So he decided to go and try to burn some people. You see, these things go to your head. Right? These things are distractions, not devotion. So devotees, when he came to this house, he called, Bhiksha Dehi Mam. Now before he said charity in simple Hindi language, now he had to use Sanskrit. Bhiksha Dehi Mam. Because he burned a bird. You understand what in his mind? These things kind of define him in his own head. This woman was taking care of her husband who was sick. Taking care of him. She didn't come out same time. From outside, this Swami, he said, if you don't come out, I'll burn you. Thinking like that, he didn't say it. In his head he was thinking, I'll burn you. From inside, the lady said, Oh Swami, if you think you could burn me like you burned the bird, think again. Now nobody saw him burn the bird. How this lady knew that? He thinking on all this. But then again, from inside the lady is saying, and if you want to know how I know, go down the road, you will see a butcher. Ask him. That a body for this Swami, Yeah. Numbers on his head, he burned the bird, look what's happening. He went down the road, going by the butcher. Before he could reach to the butcher said, Swami, that lady up there sent you. Well, he nearly dead. No telephones, no communication, how this boy knew. And then Swami really puzzled. He came. And he said, how do you know what happened? The young boy said, Swami, you burn a bird, that woman could burn you. You know why? Because of the life that she is living. Pativrata dharma, loyalty, sincerity, faithfulness to her husband, duty, work is worship, duty is God. And then he said, Swami, I guess you want to know how I know all that. Well, let me tell you how I know all that. I'm a butcher. This is, a despicable type of job I'm doing here. But every cent I get from it, I take it to my parents, who I take care of. I'm the sole breadwinner. I have to take care of them. I give every cent to them, I bow in their feet, I want their blessings. Mata Pita Seva, that is all I'm doing. And because of that, I get some blessings, so I could know what happened here and there. Devotees, when his Swami heard that, you see what he did before, he left his parents, he wanted to be a Swami. Not realizing he's supposed to be taking care of his parents, as scriptures tell us. Swami he wanted to be. When this young boy told him that, Jin Mata Pita ki seva ki tirat snana kiyo na kiyo, scriptural teachings. All this Swami could do is to do some feel for you here. But here gone a long time. Yeah? So much sacrifice I make, I sit around there, pray for so long. Look what you both thought of me, do something on top of my head. I just burn, these people stay in their homes and carry out their duties and responsibilities, and this is the power. But the devotees, he probably, all them, whatever he is, you know, the Jodian thing, and he went right back home and sought his mother and father's blessings, bow in their feet. Mata, Pita, forgive me. I make a bad mistake. Yeah. You have to go in the Fauci be a Swami now? How you live, the attitude you have, the practices you maintain. But of course, many people don't believe that. Na Swami, yellow, go, what kind of orange garb thing, whatever. This guy, dress up however, that is what you think. You can be a Swami, a great devotee, a great yogi, by living the correct life on a daily basis. So devotees, that power is there. We come to Anjani. She was truthful, devoted, straightforward. So she could have pronounced her srab. She had the capacity to so do. And people who do otherwise, you're very unfortunate. So let's leave that there. Devotees, what was his force? It was the divine wind, the wind as we see, which personified itself and said, "Oh Anjani, don't give me srab, don't give me srab. Your husband asked to have a son as powerful as the wind. You are an expectant mother. I'm just blessing you so that you will have that son, that one, that embodied within the womb will be strong and powerful. This is how I'm giving you my blessings. And if you think I'm telling a lie, go and ask your husband." Well, devotees, Anjani was happy to hear that. When she inquired of Kishori, yes, so it was. And then so devotees, Jam wanted to sing Hanuman, so it was you born. In due course, now devotees, strange here, I don't want to create any kind of confusion. But here it is said that Mahabirji, Hanuman Baba, Janma Kartik Krishna Chaturdashi, Swati Nachatra Bhaumvar, Mesh Lagna Hua Tha. Now you understand all them things I'm saying, so let me tell you in English. Hanuman was born in the month of Kartik, not now. Talking about how appeared for the first time. The day before Diwali. Every year, they say Mahavir Jayanti, not Hanuman, Mahavir Jayanti. Right? Dark night, Kartik Krishna Paksh, Chaturdasi, the 14th day. Swati Nachatra, on a Tuesday, Mesh Lagna, all these astrological settings, Hanuman was born. So how come we celebrate in Hanuman Jayanti today? So devotees, we go on, and Hanumanji was told all this, he was being reminded of his birth by Jamwant. And why? So we'll come to that. Devotees, as Hanuman continued to grow up, it is said Hanumanji had a very healthy appetite. Right? And most young boys and monkeys have healthy appetite. So devotees, one day it is said his mother was feeding him. And child belly wouldn't full as we say. Then the mother said, sorry, tell us, look, there's a food, the sun in the sky. Go and eat it. And Hanuman fly up out of his mother's lap. Remember, he is son of the wind. Now this is how the story goes. He's going towards the soul of that sun. Some say he swallowed the sun. But going up to that region, devotees, Indra saw that Hanuman, this entity, coming to swallow the sun, that's Indra domain to protect. And hit him a blow with the Vajra, a thunderbolt, and knocked him unconscious. So follow closely what is happening. Hanuman didn't fall to the ground. The wind, his father's lap, Hanumanji remained there. And Pavandev, the wind, brought Hanuman to a safe spot. Hanuman unconscious. Then Pavandev decided, you know what? I will stop blowing. Now if the breeze stopped blowing, I don't know what happened to everybody. That life breath. So the breeze stopped blowing, and everybody started to strangle and gasp for breath. All the devatas came and begged Pavandev, "Oh Pavandev, your son was, trespassing. All right? Why are you punishing the whole world? Please release the wind, as we say." The devotees and Pavandev, he said on one condition, that you have to give Bardhan, all you devatas have to give Bardhan to my son, so he can become very, very powerful, very, very strong. And devotees, some commentators believe that this is the day when these powers were given to Hanuman. So he got all the power. How powerful is he, we can't see. Yeah. He was revived. And devotees, as you said, all the devatas give different powers. Like Brahma said, my Brahmas can't tie you for more than 2 hours. Devi Ma said, whatever you ask me to do, Hanuman, I will do it for you. All the different devatas, they give Vardhan. Hanuman was revived. And so he got the name Hanuman. His jaw, when he got a blow, the blow became twisted. Hanuman. So they call him. So devotees, Hanuman was very powerful. He got that this is the day when he was born, so to speak, not physically, not biologically, sorry. He received the powers. He became very, very powerful. And devotees, he couldn't contain all that power within himself. So time and again, mischievous, when the sages were doing their puja and so on, he would take their utensils and throw it in the river. He would run uproot a tree. He would hold the sages who sit and stabilize, turn them upside down. All kind of mischief Hanuman would do. Not in a bad way, hyperactive. Then the sages realized that, this is uncontrolled power. So they gave him a srap, as it said. Hanuman, you will forget the power you have unless reminded of it. And from the time they gave the slap, immediately Hanuman became very quiet. That chanchal child became very, very quiet. That's slap. Jamun saying, Hanuman, so it is you became in this way very, very quiet. But so you have all the powers. All the powers. Now devotees, just for one moment, we're going with the katha, so I don't want to go too much philosophy. But you see this part of this thing here? This is yoga, Right? So, what it is? Hanuman swallowing the sun. You think he actually swallowed the sun? The sun devotees, all calculations astronomically, astrologically, done with relation to the sun. Right? So, Jyotish, so astrology, the sun is the center of it. So when they say Hanuman swallowed the sun, not physically swallowed, but assimilated the knowledge of astrology from Surya Narayan, the sun, the center of the solar system, from our solar system here. So devotees, simply put, they say Hanuman swallowed the sun, not physical swallowing the sun, assimilating the knowledge. Now up to today, you see, Hanuman Jyotish. When many of you come to check by me, what do you think I'm using? Hanuman Jyotish. Hanuman Mahajyotisi. That knowledge he got from Surya Narayan. This is what is meant by swallowing the sun, assimilating the knowledge of Jyotish. Now devotees, I want to make the point quite clear up front that Hanumanji, I told you he is the 11th form of Lord Shiva. There are 11 Rudras. 11 Rudras. Now these Rudras exist in the human body also. Yatha Pindi Tatha Brahmandi. As in the macrocosm, so in the microcosm. So I have said time and again, what are these 11 Rudras? The 5 senses of perception, the 5 organs of action, and the mind. Hanuman Baba devotees, the 11th Rudra is the mind principle. So there is a Hanuman in every single person. Except that too many of us believe Hanuman outside. We will try to awaken him up inside. Hanuman, the mind principle. And devotees, Panchmukhi, again I remind you, we have 5 mental planes. Swami Patanjali put it like this: Chipta Murham Vikshiptam Ekagram Nirudham Iti Chit Vibhumayaha. The 5 mental planes: raving mind, forgetful mind, oscillating mind, one-pointed, restrained. Everybody has these 5. Most people, either in the chanchal man, raving mind, jumping all about like monkey, or forgetful mind, you go in depression. You sit and you forget where you are. Or oscillating. Jump in here, jump in there, jump in here, jump in there. Analyzing. But devotees, very few go to the one-pointed state and to the restrained state. And here I want to put to all of us, if you look at the picture of Sri Ram, Sita, Lakshmana, Hanuman Baba's back is always to the world. His eyes on the feet of Sri Ram. This demonstrates what we call Niruddhaman, or the high state of the mind, perfectly controlled, away from materialism, totally focused on spirituality. All this I've said time and again. I don't know how many people are simulated. Right? So Hanuman Baba, everything we read about Hanuman Baba is about what takes place inside here. So to put it to you, you see, when we read Hanuman Katha tells us about the journey of the mind through the forest of the world process. So when you listen to Katha, every situation where Hanuman is, it tells us a situation that the mind could be confronted with and how to deal with it, how the mind deals with it. So there's a philosophy that underlies this. Okay? So devotees, how do I tap into this power? All the powers exist in every one of us. There are 8 major yogic powers, 27 minor yogic powers. Anima, Mahima, Laghima, Garima, Prapti, Prakam, Ishud, Vashitva. Those are the 8 Ashtasiddhi. You have 27 minor yogic powers. Hanuman has all. If Hanuman has all, and he's the mind principle, then don't we have it? If he's the mind principle? Now nobody wants to believe that. This is why I say, I go back to what the Shankaracharya should always say, laziness and stupidity. Don't want to understand it, don't accept it. Lazy to try to do the practices to awaken the powers. But these powers are in every one of us devotees. And this is the technique to open it here. When they say the breeze stop blowing, pranayam. Many of you have heard of pranayam. You can't live without breathing. There are 3 basic parts of pranayam. Right? Purak, Kumbhak and Richak. Purak means inhalation. Kumbhak, retention of the breath. And Richak, release. So here you have a typical case of that happening. Purak, the breeze blowing. But here, when you see the breeze, Hanuman Baba, unconscious, then Pavandev held back the breath. That really is Kumbhak. When you inhale, and this is a very, very important aspect of pranayam. In a Hanuman, you can hold your breath, and then for a period of time you release it. Now what we are being told here, if the breath is held to such an extent that discipline is here, you can hold it, the devatas as we call them, all the different organs in the body, all the different powers become subservient. Simple, by controlling the mind, by controlling the breath, life breath, you can bring all these powers under control. No, I'm not making up stories. This is yoga. Right? So we try to do through devotion and so on, but yogic technique, pranayam, this helps tremendously to awaken those powers inside of us. So when, the Hanuman Baba in this state, and Pavandev said, no, give powers to my sons. Only until the powers were given, Hanuman wasn't revived. So devotees, look what's happening here. This is something we all could do. If you keep up the practice, but you have to have an intensity of practice. You have to worship Hanuman. Or you can do yogic technique, pranayam. But if you're worshipping Hanuman, pranayam is very important. So this part of it here, devotees, the sages have encoded the secrets in Ramayana, but in story form. Story form. So who want to pick it up? You take the story, you like how Hanuman swallowed the sun, you say, Hanuman swallowed the sun. Oh, amazed by one class of people. Now some of us could say how Hanuman could swallow the sun. You have the philosophy, the metaphysical aspect of it. And all these kathas have this dimension. So devotees, yogic technique. Don't forget that Hanuman is a mind principle. And I keep asking people, sometimes, we have an 80-foot Hanuman Murti down south, central. Everybody, 85-foot Hanuman Murti. Wow, wonder. So I say, very good, no problem, we are amazed at that. But what is the size of the Hanuman inside of you? Huh? What is the state of your mind? Where is the power of the mind? What level are you at? All these practices, devotee, what they would come to unless you understand what you're doing. So all this we are doing here, this is why Hanuman Jayanti gave all the problems we have in society today, all the crime, everything else. If you do not have a strong mind, if you don't have a concentrated mind, you become a victim. Problems cannot go away without a strong mind. Some people want to believe in do ubia, do this, do that. That's complicating problems. Build the mind, worship Hanumanji, And that capacity is here to overcome anything. Each person has it. Okay? So devotees, this is what all this is telling us, the application of Hanuman's Katha to our lives. So Gyaan is saying, Hanuman, so you got all the powers. And devotees, Hanuman forgot his power because he got srapped. So you know why all of us can't remember how strong we are? And don't know the answer? We have srap. We have curse. We don't recognize the power that we have inside of us. Hanuman was told, by reminding you of the power, you get back your full strength. This is why the chanting of the Hanuman Chalisa is highly recommended. Jo shatabar paat kar joi chute hi bandi mahasako hoi. Recommended highly. Chanting of the Hanuman Chalisa, you're reminding the inner Hanuman of its power. But when the Sirangan thinking Hanuman coming from India, wait, Sirangan, wait. I don't know when you go reach. You understand, devotees? This is what our scriptures are telling us. You have to understand it. That's what I'm trying to put to you. So when we go through all these processes, why do you think I ask him to chant Hanuman Chalisa whole evening? You know, not each person boom na bhajan, that performance. Sing Hanuman Chalisa. Remind the mind of the power. If you do it right. If you do it right. So when we tell people fast on Tuesdays for Hanuman Baba, chant Hanuman Chalisa, don't treat this thing lightly now. You know what you're doing? You're activating the powers inside of you. You're activating the inner Hanuman. And if that inner Hanuman is not activated, where the other Hanuman coming from? Outer Hanuman. There's a personalized Hanuman in every one of us. So devotees, the pathway has been given to us by the sages in their great wisdom. Chant Hanuman Chalisa, worship Hanuman, do Panchmukhi Kavach. This is a technique to remind the inner powers, activate them, activate them. Like I've been saying quite regularly, Yava motor car, all the systems in the engine, just start your car, everything begins to work. This is what we do. Okay? But devotees, I don't know how many people understand this, how many will take it seriously. But then I keep saying, I could say what I want. If your karma militates against you, nothing sinks in your head. I can't help that. When the time comes for you to make a transformation, these things have an effect. It's like a switch, trigger off something inside of you. So you have to determine that, not me. Devotees, Hanuman Baba was here, but he appeared in this way. Shiva in this form. Gyaan is saying, Pavan Putra, this is the power that you have. Great power you have, Hanuman. Devotees. So, little bit, understand, when Sri Ram, how come there was a relationship between Sri Ram and Hanuman? Hanuman was in the forest, you know. And in the city one day, Sri Ram, a child, the Lord manifested himself. Ram Navami. Yeah? Ram Navami. Then Hanuman Jayanti. One day in Ayodhya Puri, in the palace, a juggler came with a monkey. A very well-trained monkey, and made him perform an act. And everybody was, you know, overjoyed. Sri Ram in front, highly impacted by this monkey. At the end of the act, juggler went away. Sri Ram started to cry. Crying. What happened, Sri Ram? Now, there had to be a reason why a child cries, right? Children don't cry for nothing, you know. You know what time I say that? Child crying. You're crying for nothing? Wap, cry for something now. Parents got a frustration on the children. Yeah, we know all that. Yeah. Devotees, child not crying for nothing, as we say. When they ask Sri Ram, what? I want a monkey. I want a monkey. And they have plenty monkey. All about. Devotees, a monkey was immediately brought. Sri Ram began to scream louder. I don't want that monkey, but I want a monkey. Many monkeys were brought, even the same monkey that was made to dance was brought. Sri Ram turned back on him. I don't want to see him. I want a monkey. Well, that's one of our children. They cannot curtail you get, Or they carry by the Baba, Chavi, Mihan Najar. All kinds of stupidness in your head, na? Devotees. Now when I say these things, I'm not cracking joke, you know. It sounds funny, but that's how people think. That's how they behave. I can tell you that. I'm not talking by guess. Anything, you have agra. Anything, you have naja. Anything, you plain fool. There's a reason, man, devotees. Anyway, devotees, Guru Vasisht, this is why you got to have a good guru. He laughed, he said, Dashrath, Sri Ram is not crying for any monkey, any ordinary monkey. In the forest with Sugriv, there's a monkey there. Right? Go and tell Sugriv, send a message, that monkey that is here, send him to Ayodhya Puri. His master is calling him Sri Ram. Who was that monkey, devotees? Hanumanji. Two messengers went, and when they conveyed the message, Hanuman was brought to the city. And when Sri Ram saw Hanuman, Hanuman saw Sri Ram. Remember, Sri Ram is Vishnu Bhagwan avatar, Shivaji, Hanuman Baba, Vishnu Shiva. Any difference? In essence, they are the same, but Leela. Hanuman Baba run forward, Sri Ram run forward, two of them embrace each other. First time in Sri Ram's avatar, Hanuman Baba and Sri Ram met. So they stayed. Hanuman Baba was like Sri Ram's shadow. Hanuman Baba remembered devotees, that disciplined mind. Sri Ram, spiritual perfection. Spiritual perfection will always have a disciplined mind, not a wavering mind. Devotees. So Sri Ram would be accompanied by Hanuman. Little things here and there. Ram Leela. One day Sri Ram flying kite. Sri Ram was a fly kite, you know. And this kite went out of Earth's atmosphere, devotees, to another plane, they say, where the consort of Indra took hold of that kite. And Sri Ram pulling kite, they want to come. Then Sri Ram said, Hanuman, Jao, go see who has taken hold of my kite. Hanuman flew right up there, devotees, and he saw this woman. And he said, look, this is my master kite, we release it now. Then she said, no, I release it only on one condition, that I have some kind of, confirmation that I'll get the darshan of the owner of this kite, Sri Ram's darshan. Devotees, simply put, that kite in this context is like the mind, the thread attached to the hand of Sri Ram. If you can hold that mind firm with the thread of thought on Sri Ram, then you're going to get darshan, not otherwise. But in many of our cases, you hold the kite, but the thread busts. Kite ayo. Where are you going to go? But this is my song, caustic, devotees, harsh. Tell me if that is not so. Tell me, we want to find God. For whatever reason, you have to have a discipline. So devotees, Hanuman, part of all that Balila. But when Sri Ram was 15 years of age, Vishwamitra Muni came to ask for Sri Ram and Lakshman to go to the forest. And remember, when Sri Ram was about to leave, Hanuman went to him and said, Prabhu, you were in the city, I was in the forest. Now you going to the forest and leaving me in the city? This doesn't make any sense. Oh Lord, what am I to do? Then Sri Ram said, Hanuman, go back into the forest. And here you will find, remain meditating upon me. Remain. And in time to come, we shall come back together, you shall recognize me. And so Hanumanji devotees went into the forest, back with Sugriv, and Sri Ram continued his leelas. Now, we might have heard all these kathas already, devotees. And when they met, when Sri Ram, Sita Mata, Lakshmanji in the forest, Sita Mata was abducted. And Sri Ram and Lakshman looking for Sita. Then they went to Rishamukh Parvat. This katha we have all heard time and again, Kiskinda Kand, where Hanumanji, devotees, was sent by Sugriv to find out who were these two. And that was the reunion. Hanuman Baba assumed that this guy is a Brahman. And he came before Sri Ram and Lakshman and asking him, who are you? What? He's trying to test the master. Devotee, beautiful. We have to do Ramayana Katha. These kathas, very, very beautiful, But time doesn't allow for all these kind of things, Devotees, they were reunited. Hanuman Baba and Sri Ram and Lakshman. But Sri Ram and Hanuman. And so it was devotees that Hanuman, now in the southeastern shore of India. And Jamwan to sing, Hanuman, this is your power. You have been born as such to do the Lord's work. Jao Bajrangbali, kahe bilam karo. Go ahead. This ocean is like a hoofprint of a cow for you to leap over. Devotees, Hanuman Baba body began to quiver. When he began to hear, his powers and so on, all his hairs run in. Body began to go inside like a golden mountain. Lale dehe lalil se, ardhara lal rangur, where in color. And then devotees said, Jaman, tell me, give me instruction, what should I do? And devotees, Hanuman, the power restored to him, now decide to go to Lanka. That's happened to all of us. And where is Lanka, devotees? And all of us. Lanka is the psychological state. Ayodhya is the ethical state. So what happened outside happened there, but that journey, that story takes place every day in our lives. Where do you think Ravan is? Ravan dead? Ravan is alive in every one of us, in the psychological. Passion and anger, Rajas Prakriti. Vibhishan, Sattvic Prakriti. Kumbhakarna, sleeping day and night, Tamasic Prakriti. That is psychological. Lanka is the psychological state. And it's good to understand all these things. Why Sri Rama had to destroy Ravan? Put Vibhishan as king before he could become Raja Ram. If the psychological is terrorized by passion and anger, etc., then there is no peace. If there is sattva in the psychological state, then ethical, perfect. And this is part of our problem. All of you hear this statement, don't change the scenery, change your vision. They mean changing the lens, psychological state. If you remain the same way psychologically as many people are right now, something that was done thousands of years ago, they had to do the same thing just so, you can't make a change to it, you're dormant, settled one way, can't think otherwise. Devotees, the psychological state has not yet changed. When the psyche of man changes, Hinduism tells us the methodology could undergo change. But that was a hard thing to get you to thick skulls. And psychological states are controlled by Rajas, Ravan. Try to understand what I'm saying here. But I hope that at some point in time, people will get better understanding. Not only people, but the leaders also, who are supposed to be preaching these things. They have to undergo change first. The psychological state has to be changed. Get Ravan and Kumbhakarna out, let Vibhishan be Sattvic Prakriti. So devotees, all these little things are important to understand what happens in life with all of us. All of us. So Lanka is in every single person, the psychological state. It's a golden city. But demons there abound. Rakshas, etc. Sita was abducted and taken there. Devotees, Hanuman had to go to Lanka. So this is our journey. The disciplined mind has to go to the psychological state, bring about change. Not so easy. Notice, Ram destroyed Ravan, not Hanuman. There's a reason for all that. Devotees, Hanumanji going over, and we heard Sursa. On life's journey, you always have obstacles. And you have to use all the faculties at your disposal to solve these problems. When Jai Sri Ram, he put the Lord in front. Good. But when he met Sursa. Sursa appeared. Hanuman, the devatas have given me food today. She wanted to swallow Hanuman. Hanuman said, Mata, I am on my master's work, allow me to go. When I come back, you could eat me. But she's hungry right now. So she opened her mouth so much. Hanuman Baba make himself bigger so. Mahima Siddhi. But he was in for a fight, Hanuman Baba. This woman mouth opened bigger. Sorry to say it like that. Devotees, twice the size. So that battle went on. And then Hanuman Baba assumed a minute form, went into the mouth of Sursa and came out. And said, Mother, I entered into your mouth and came out. Please give me permission. Then she assumed the form and said, Hanuman, I bless you. The devatas sent me to test you. Whether you have the capacity. Not anything happen. God appoint you, God, Hanuman Baba will do 9. How much? 5? Nah. I will do 108 Saturday fast. Hanuman. God help those who help themselves. If you have the power inside of you, the belief in you, you put your Lord in front of you. What are you harassing God for every little thing? You're asking God to sweep your yard for you, wash your car for you, fix your car for you. People do these trivial things. We trivialize God. Okay? That is because of weak mind. But Hanuman Baba devotees, challenge came, he had the capacity to deal with it. We all have the capacity. Devotees, a bit further on, mountain came up. We won't go into details. Oh Hanuman, rest for a while. Hanuman said, performing the Lord's work, how can I rest? Understand what we're saying here now? When the Lord's work has to be done, how can I rest? Now that is for people like we, huh? Right? God work, I tired, next week I'll go temple. God will take care of himself. And then you expect to get the world. Bold-facedness. Sorry to put it like this. But those devotees in the pathway, devotees, they're tired, what? But no rest. This is the Lord's way. I'm doing my Lord's work. And if I'm doing my Lord's work, I have the energy to go forward. I can't rest until His work is completed. If you have that attitude, you're getting close, devotee of God. Getting close. Devotees, Hanuman just stepped and put his foot on the mountain, and that mountain went back down. Hanuman going against Singhika. From the ocean, there was a force inside there. This force will grab anything flying, will grab the shadow of it, and pull it underneath and destroy it. Now, I hope people stay talk that this is foolishness, you know. Go and read about the Bermuda Triangle. All know what it calls so? Read about the Bermuda Triangle. I'm not going to go into details. Hanumanji devotees would have been a victim to that destructive force, but whom the Lord protects, none could destroy. He had that discipline, everything else, the foresight. Jai Hanuman Gyaan Gun Sagar. He has the ocean of wisdom. He knows everything what to do. He destroyed that demonic force. This happens to all of us in the journey through life. You're meeting Sursa. You're meeting Singhika. You're meeting Lankini. This happens to all of us as you go through life on a mission. Prepare yourself. Devotees, so all that part of it is got to understand what Hanumanji, what he did, devotees, how powerful he was, taking taking care of Sri Ram's work. Finding Vibhishan. Vibhishan like the tongue, as you said, like the tongue between 32 teeth. Some people have more teeth. Devotees, you can get bitten off any time. But he stood his ground. Ram, Hey Ram, Sri Ram. He never wavered. Bhakt of Sri Ram. Hanuman met him, encouraged him. And that could happen to all of us devotees. You keep on making the sacrifices, God could take any form. Hanuman Baba could come and encourage us. Guide us, show where we. Anybody believe that? Don't doubt it. It has happened. It has happened. But you have to be sincere and genuine. Like Vibhishan. So devotees, Ramayana Katha, Hanuman Baba, the mind going through the whole process. Devotees, and he found Sita in Lanka. That beautiful episode. He brought courage, conviction to Sita. You know, hope. And devotees, he burned Lanka. Now look at the disciplined mind. Ravan, the king of Lanka. Hanuman was tied up and brought before Ravan. Yeah. Hanuman Baba told him, Ravan, you're doing the wrong thing. No compromise. No? Here for the big man. No? You believe in God, you stand by principle, you don't care about anything otherwise. Hanuman Baba said, Ravan, you have done the wrong thing. He tried to give Ravan good advice. And what Ravan didn't understand, that this is Shiva, in this form Hanuman. Ravan worshipped Shivaji a lot. So Shivaji, his guru, so to speak, in a monkey form, and Ravan belittling Hanuman. A monkey? I didn't expect to have a monkey for a guru. And it was his guru self talking to him. That is our ignorance. Ravan, ignorance, that happens all sides, devotees, up to now in today's world. We don't see, no understand, because of how the mind is clouded. So devotees, then Hanuman was brave enough to say, Ravan said, your time has come, your end is near. And then Hanuman Baba, I like you to remember this statement. Vinashakale biprit buddhi. Vinashakale biprit buddhi. When the time comes in near, you'll start to behave wrong side. To put it simply. My mother had a nice saying. Them old people have nice saying. Cockroaches fly before they dead. You know what I mean? She mentioned that to me one time. She said cockroach flying. She could get up with it and pat up and kill it. She said, you see, I tell you. When cockroach fly, they're dead. Yeah. But devotees, this is something in nature. People in a certain kind of way. I am very, very, very particular about a person who say, you're very bad and a certain attitude. And all of a sudden, you turn wrong side, you become very, very nice. I'm frightened. And if you're very, very nice, and it turn opposite, ulta, something is happening. These are signs in life. They are signs in life. So that's why I see sometimes I tell God, Mari, this is I behave good, I go on through, you know. Apurna fast one. Yeah. But devotees, vinashakale birpit buddhi. Buddhi, the intellect, goes wrong side. Vinashakali, when time of destruction comes. You know, they are saying, whom the gods wish to destroy, they first make mad. All these statements go together. And all these are signs in life we can be guided by. So devotees, Hanuman was in fear of none. Hanuman, no fear. And so, he burnt Lanka, as we all heard. Ravan could do nothing. Devotees, what didn't Hanumanji do? So let me, this simple bhajan devotee that will, to break the, the tablaman nalisi babe here. So to break the trend of talk, right? The katha itself, you know, what Hanumanji didn't do. What didn't he do? So we appeal to Hanumanji, Kripa karo, Mahavir, he jana par daya karo. Kripa karo, Mahavir jana par दया करो महावीर जन पर कृपा करो महावीर कृपा करो महावीर जन पर दया करो महावीर जन पर कृपा करो महावीर राम काज अवतार लियो है राम काज अवतार लियो है धर्म धुरंधर धीर हनुमत धर्म धुरंधर धीर सीता जी की सुध को रघुनाथ पठाए उतरे सिंधु तीर सीता जी की सुध को रघुनाथ पठाए उतरे सिंधु तीर ओ जन पर कृपा करो महावीर लंका जाय सिया सुधिलाए लंका जाय सिया सुधिलाए आये युरवी तीर हनुमत आये युरवी तीर कपिदल सहित राम यह आए महातेज रघुवीर कपिदल सहित राम यह आए महातेज रघुवीर ओ जन पर कृपा करो महावीर लाल लंगूटा सिंदूर विराजे लाल लंगूटा सिंदूर विराजे सुंदर सुभग शरीर हनुमत सुंदर सुभग शरीर सूरदास पर कृपा कीजिए हरो विषंभव पीर सूरदास पर कृपा कीजिए हरो विषंभव पीर ओ जन पर कृपा करो कृपा करो महावीर जन पर दया करो महावीर दया करो महावीर जन पर रक्षा करो महावीर कृपा करो महावीर, क्षमा करो महावीर, ओ जन पर कृपा करो महावीर। कृपा करो महावीर, जन पर दया करो महावीर, हो जन पर कृपा करो महावीर, हो जन पर दया करो महावीर। So devotees, Hanuman ji went to Lanka, he found Sita, he brought the message back to Sri Ram. We have all heard this katha so many times. Hanuman ji devotees, without Hanuman ji, what would Sri Ram's katha be? And during the course of the battle, Lakshman struck the Shaktivan, Lakshman brought Sajivan Bhuti. Even before that, building the bush to go to Lanka, Hanuman ji brought that huge mountain Govardhan, which he left in Vrindavan. We heard this katha time and again, Bhagavad Katha. Devotees, Lakshman ji brought Sajivan Bhuti. Sri Ram and Lakshman abducted by Ravan. Hanuman Baba championed the cause, freed Sri Ram and Lakshman. Ravan was destroyed. What did Hanuman ji do, or was instrumental in getting done? Devotees, this is Pawan Putra Bajrang Bali. And when everything was completed, Sri Ram returned to Ayodhya Puri. Raja Ram, 16 disciples of his accompanied him. They were all sent back home. But Hanuman was the only one who was given permission to remain with Sri Ram. You see, the mind, the disciplined mind will always be with spirituality. Can't be separated. Can't be. And devotees, you go further to culminate everything. Talking about devotion, remember when Sita Mata gave Hanuman Baba that mala, that Ratna mala, that was the envy of so many? What Hanumanji did with it? Hanumanji looked outside, didn't see what he was looking for, broke the mala, each bead, gem, he had very strong teeth, burst that bead, looking inside. One bead people glad to get. Hanuman burst it and threw it away. Burst it and threw it away. And he was challenged in the presence of Sri Ram. Hanuman, why are you bursting that precious gem and throwing it away? Why? What are you looking for? Hanuman Baba said, I am looking for the name Ram. Ram. He is Ram Bhakta Hanuman. I look outside, I didn't see it. I look inside, I didn't see it, so I threw it away. It has no value for me if it doesn't have the name Ram, spirituality. Then this fellow found the loophole. People smart, and if it was today, they're more smart with the internet and thing. Fellow stood up and said, Hanuman, then Sri Ram in you do? Challenging Hanuman. Without a moment's hesitation, Hanuman said, Nischay, definitely. And the fellow started watching, mocking. Don't talk now, boy. Talk cheap. Show me. I want to see. They say, seeing is believing. Devotees who were lucky to see still couldn't believe, Hanuman placed both hands to his chest and Jai Sri Ram, and he burst open his chest for the world to see. All in every pore of his body, Ram, 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 the name. In the heart, the image of Sri Ram and Sita. Anybody could show that Sita Mata, God in your heart? Don't ask me, I can't do it. I don't know if you have any great devotees here. But you know what I say? Hanuman Baba already did it to champion our cause. I don't show nobody. Because I know they're not here. So I can't show you. Devotees, but the whole thing about it here, Bajrang Bali, look at devotion. In present to the Lord, that is conviction. Anybody have that kind of conviction for the Lord? Niruddhaman. Sri Ram was everything to him. Day and night, Hanuman Baba would always focus on Sri Ram. Sri Ram stood up in that court, tears came from his eyes, and he looked at Hanuman Baba with a compassionate gaze, and that wound was healed. His body became like steel, Vajrakesa. Hanuman championed the cause of devotion. If you speak of a devotee of God, it's Hanuman. And devotees, all of us, the mind. The mind. So when you sit down here and your mind chanchal, jumping all about, Hanuman are like that. Right? How can you experience devotion like that? So devotees, what I want to put to all of us, we have all these solutions inside of us. All. But the key to it is going inside and worshipping, tapping to that power, the mind. Hanumanji. Hanumanji. And some people have powerful minds. Look, Swami Vivekananda devotee, now Paramahansa Yoganand. And we mentioned this before. His sister had a boil in her hand. So children, they like to play with the boil and thing. So he wanted to play with his sister boil. Sister said, no, this is my boil. You can't play with it. And he said, you see tomorrow, Paramahansa Yoganand, I will have a boil in the very same place. And lo and behold, next morning, same place, in his hand. How that happened? The power of the mind. Little do we realize the power of the mind, devotees. When you talk about Hanuman, yes, the most powerful, but it isn't us. And I want people to wake up to this fact in today's world. How powerful this Hanuman is, the inner Hanuman. You worship outside, yes, it helps to concentrate and so on, but you tap into the inner power. That is important, devotees. You see? So if the mind is strong, everything is good, successful. Remember, I've said to you before, I could cure migraine, Drop one good hammer on you too. And tell me where your migraine gone. The point I'm making is that not the migraine gone anywhere, where you put your mind, what you pick up, that is where you're going to experience. Is your mind. Okay? So devotees, let me proceed to wrap it up here. But I want to point out to you now, many people like shortcut, and I like to produce this, for people to understand. There was, I think last year, Jayanti, Hanuman Jayanti, I told you, I'm going to remind you. I was told by a person directly involved in this from India. He was living in Trinidad. He and his friend, two young fellas, they got a book. Now everybody like to get the book. And especially with a book telling you shortcut to do whatever. Nobody want to take sacrifice. They got a book to make Hanuman appear in 5 Tuesdays' time. Oh, now they could read, So they want to make Hanuman appear. So the friend was telling me, the one friend that day, I say, well, Pandit, I really didn't want to go that way, but my friend encouraged me. So I said, okay, let's go. They read the book and so on, they know what they had to do. And I wouldn't tell you. So devotees, they went to a particular Hanuman Mandir. Huge Hanuman Murti. And the first day, they did what they had to do. They understood what to do, and they did it well. So, when you pray sincerely and so on, you get to the body, the hair stand, and then body pray one thing a little bit, they start to jump like Papu, They felt the vibrations, thing working. They had to maintain certain disciplines in the 5 weeks. Next Tuesday, they went back, devotees. They did what they had to do. And this time, Wednesday, they did what they had to do. The place began to quake, began to shake. The convinced thing working. So the 3rd Tuesday, this fellow told me, say, Pandit, well, I fight no go inside. Because every second time the place started to shake, so I don't know what happened today. I stayed outside. And this friend went in. He was more determined. He persevered. And he did what he had to do. And devotees, that particular Tuesday, what this fellow told me. He said, when that place began to quake, the Hanuman Murti cracked. And out of the Hanuman Murti, a huge serpent, like a cobra, came out. And it came up and it came right up, and his eyes were closed, the fellow, the friend. It came right up on top of him, right here, so. And when feeling the coldness, you imagine you open your eyes and see a cobra there? I mean, you can see the cobra from far, it's okay. When you see the cobra here, devotee, the fellow screamed. He screamed. And he ran out of the air, right? In fear. All the hair stand up, this time for fear. Out of fear. And the fellow to me say, pass me straight. I call and say, boy, wait, pass me straight. He man pass the house, he had to reverse back. And come back and stretch out in the bed. Eyes open, stretch out like that. 3 days after he died. Play with Hanuman. Don't play with Hanuman. And don't try shortcut. So Hanuman could be visible in the external world. I'm not denying that. But if the inner Hanuman is not strong enough, how will you face up to the external Hanuman? So devotees, I just want everybody to pay attention to this, and our children, whoever, the young ones, you have to try to help them to build their minds. The mind must be strong. If your mind is not strong, devotees, you're going to fall through. There are many cracks through which you can fall in society today. And this is why Hanuman Baba's worship definitely is a must, compulsory. And devotees, If you notice, many times when we do puja, Ganesh Baba and Hanuman Baba, we sprinkle sindoor on both of them, right? Mangal Murti, Ganesh Baba, Gyaan, wisdom, that power. Jai Hanuman, Gyaan Gun Sagar, Ganesh and Hanuman Ji, right there. Shankar Swan, Lord Shiva's son. So they put this story. These things have meaning. The correlation between these powers, right? Not the story only. So devotees, these aspects of divinity, remember, when I worship, it is to my benefit. God doesn't need anything. It's to help me. Alright? So all of us must intensify. And not only for Hanuman Jayanti. You know, you can worship Saturday, Tuesday, and devotees, sometimes I ask you a question. Hanuman not here Monday? Hanuman not here Wednesday? Thursday? But some of people like to have us believe that the presiding deity of this day is this. The presiding deity of that day is that. Presiding deity what? I worship God every day. So I want to worship Hanuman Baba. You have to know before Tuesday, no? If it's a special birth, you have to for special purposes. The Guru could guide you along those lines. But like normal worship, every day. You can chant Hanuman Chalisa every day. And this is what we should be doing to strengthen ourselves. Okay, devotees? So don't allow no kind of, different kind of things to confuse your mind. You worship intensely. And Hanumanji, the same, who's Hanuman? Tuhi Shamal Krishna Murari, Tuhi Ganapati, right? Tumahi Bane Hanuman. That same Lord, He's everything. Yeah? But that we see from our perspective different qualities inside of us. To zone in more on a particular the power. Yeah. But in a sense, it is divinity. Okay? So devotees, it is my firm conviction, we need Hanuman. We need Hanuman. So we encourage everybody to keep on going. And Hanuman Baba, where is he? Bandhu Pavan Kumar, Khalban Pavak Gyaan Ghan, Jasu Hridaya Agar, Basihi Ram Sharcha Padhara. I bow to Hanuman, who becomes like a fire to destroy a forest of wickedness, dry wood, in whose heart reside Sri Ram and Sita. So when I worship Hanuman, I worship Supreme. Okay, devotees? So let me end it here for today. Hanuman Baba, his mind always on Sri Ram. So we'll glorify Pavan, but Sri Ram. Glorifying Sri Ram, the name of Hanuman chant. And devotees, we will proceed to fix up for the final Havan. We'll conclude. So devotees, I want you all join me. Now, what Hanumanji would chant most of the time? Sita Ram, Sita Ram. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram. Patita Pavan Sita Ram. Is there anything other than that? Is there anything beyond Sita Ram? Think. I want everybody put your voices together, devotees. Right? Remember, the mind is important here. The mind be fixed on Pavan Putra and Sri Ram Sita. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram Patit Pavan Sita Ram. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram Patit Pavan Sita Ram. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram Patit Pavan Sita Ram. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram रघुपति राघव राजा राम। पतित पावन सीताराम। पतित पावन सीताराम। राम राम जय राजा राम। राम राम जय सीताराम। राम राम जय सीताराम। राम राम जय राजा राम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम। पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम। पतित पावन सीताराम। पतित पावन सीताराम। राम राम जय राजा राम। राम राम जय राजा राम। राम राम जय सीताराम। राम राम जय सीताराम। हे राम राम जय राजा राम। हे राम राम जय राजा राम। राम राम जय सीताराम। हे राम राम जय सीताराम। हे राम राम जय जय श्री राम। हे राम राम जय जय श्री राम। हे राम राम जय राजा राम। जय जय सीताराम। जय राजा राम। हे राम राम जय राजा राम। हे राम राम जय सीताराम। हे राम राम जय सीताराम। हे राम राम जय जय श्री राम। हे राम राम जय जय श्री राम। राम राम हे राम राम। राम राम जय जय श्री राम। हे राम राम जय। रघुपति राघव राजा राम। पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राजा राम पतित पावन। बोलिए श्री राजा रामचंद्र की जय, श्री पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय। So devotees, keep on this path of devotions, no losses. Let's all join together. Om Ganganapataye Namah Swaha, Gauri Mata Swaha, Prithvi Mata Swaha, Panchlokpalivaya Swaha, Om Namo Narayanaya Swaha, Om Namah Shivaya Swaha, Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha, Shri Suryari Naugrahadevaya Swaha, Shri Brahm Agnaye Namah Swaha, Om Hrim Shrim Chandikaya Namah Swaha, Om Krim Kaliyai Namah Swaha, Mahalakshmi Matabhyo Namo Namah Swaha, Om Shrim Hrim Saraswatyai Swaha, Om Shri Ishwari Devi Swaha, Om Shri Parameshwari Devi Swaha, Om Shri Shitala Devi Swaha, Om Shri Mahaanyapurna Devi Swaha, Om Shri Mangala Devi Swaha, Om Shri Chandi Devi Swaha, Om Shri Mansa Devi Swaha, Om Hrim Shashti Devi Swaha, Om Shri Tara Devi Swaha, Om Shri Shodasi Devi Swaha, Om Shri Bhuvaneshwari Devi Swaha, Om Shri Channamasta Devi Swaha, Om Shri Bhairavi Devi Swaha, Om Shri Dhumavati Devi Swaha, Om Shri Bagalamukhi Devi Swaha, Om Shri Matangi Devi Swaha, Om Shri Kamla Devi Swaha, Om Shri Himavati Devi Swaha, Sarva Devi Bhyo Namo Namah Swaha, Om Shri Hanumate Namah Swaha, Siddhi Swarupaye Swaha, Sarva Shatru Nivarnaye Hanumantaye Swaha, Lakshman Pran Rakshanaye Hanumantaye Swaha, Om Hrim 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 Balsagre Swaha, Om Shri Sita Ramachandraye Bhyo Namo Namah Swaha, Shri Radha Krishnaye Namah Swaha, Om Shri Ishtadevaye Swaha, Om Shri Kuldevaye Swaha, Om Shri Asthan Devaye Swaha, Om Shri Gram Devaye Swaha, Om Shri Itarkaram Pradhan Devaye Swaha. 5 times again. Om Shri Vastu Devaye Swaha, 33 crore Devta Bhyo Namo Namah Swaha, Om Sarva Devta Sarva Devi Bhyo Namo Namah Swaha, Anand Swarupaye Brahmane Namah Swaha. All for all. I want to do one simple composition of Goswami Tulsidas, Bajrang Ban. Many might have heard of Bajrang Ban. Ban means an arrow. And you know, if anybody tries to interfere with you, and this is taken the God's sense, you know, they want to put you under pressure, you do the right things and you recite this, you bet the arrow going to hit. You know what I mean? This is for our protection. So we all would have challenges in some form. So I want you stabilize, focus, visualize Pavan Putra. If you can, the Panchmukhi. And you know, you seek his blessings, his protection. Bajrang Ban, as I said, whoever chants this with love, listens to it with that belief, conviction, Hanumanji brings fulfillment. So devotees, for a few moments, concentrate. Om Sri Saraswatyai Namah, Sri Vayuputraye Namo Namah, Om Nischay Prema Prititi Te Vinay Kare Sanman, Tehi Ke Karaj Sakala Shubha Siddha Kare Hanuman. जय हनुमंत संत हितकारी, सुन ली जय प्रभु अर्ज हमारी, जन के काज विलंब न की जय, आतुर दौड़ी महासुख कीजिए। जैसे कूदी सिंधु मही पारा, सुरसा बदन पैथी विस्तारा, आगे जाए लंकिनी रोका, मारे हुलाद गई सुरलोका। जाय विभीषण को सुख दीना, सीता निरखी परम पद लीना। बाग उजारी सिंधु महबोरा, अति आतुर यम का तरतुरा। अक्षय कुमार को मारी संहार, लूमल पेट लंक को जारा। लाह समान लंक जर गई, जय जय ध्वनि सुरपुर मह भई। अब विलंब के ही कारण स्वामी, कृपा करहु और अंतर्यामी। जय जय लक्ष्मण प्राण के दाता, आतुर हो दुख करहु निपाता। जय गिरधर जय जय सुख सागर, सुर समूह समर्थ भतनागर। ओम हनु 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 हनुमंत हथेली, बैरिहि मारो वज्र की कीले। गदा वज्र बैरिहि मारो, महाराज प्रभु दास उबारो। ओंकार हुंकार महावीर धाओ, वज्र गनाहन विलंब न लाओ। ओम ह्रीम 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 हनुमान कपीशा, ओम हुम 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 हनु उरशी। शीशा सत्य हो हरि शपथ पाए के राम दूध धरु मार धाय के जय 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 हनुमंत गाधा दुख पावजन के ही अपराधा पूजा जपत पर नेम चारा नहीं जानत कछु दास तुम्हारा बन उपबन मग गिर गिर माही बन उपबन मग गिर गिर माही तुम्हारी बल हम दर्पत नाही पाई परों कर जोरी मनाओ यही अवसर अब के ही गुहराओ जय अंजनी कुमार बलवंता शंकर स्वन वीर हनुमंता बदान कराल काल कुल घालक राम सहाय सदा प्रतिपालक भूत प्रेत पिशाच निशाचर अग्नि वैताल काल मारी मर इन्हें मारू तो ही शपथ राम की राखो नाथ मर्याद नाम की जनक सुता हरिदास कहावो ताकि शपथ विलंब न कारो ताकि शपथ विलंब न लाओ जय 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 धुनि होते आकाशा सुमिरत होते दुसह दुख नाशा चरण शरण कर जोरी मनावो यही अवसर के ही गुहराओ उत उत चलो तो ही राम दुहाई पाई परों कर जोरी मनाई ओम चम 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 चपल चलंता ओम हनु 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 हनुमंता ओम हम हाक दीर्घ कपि चंचल ओम सम सम से हमें परा निखल डल अपने जन को तुरंत उबारो सुमिरत हो आनंद मारो यह बजरंग बान जे ही मारे ताहि कहो फिर कौन उबारे पात करे बजरंग बान की हनुत रक्षा करे प्राण की यह बजरंग बान जो जापे ताते भूत प्रेत सब कांपे धूप दे अरु जपे हमेशा ताकि तन रहे कलेशा और प्रतीति धीर कपि हो और प्रतीति धीर भय पात करे धरि ध्यान बाधा सब हर करे सब काम सफल हनुमान अतुलित बलधामम स्वर्ण शैलाभदेहम धनुष्वं कृशानुं ज्ञान नामग्रगण्यम सकल गुण निधानम वानरानामधीशम रघुपति वरदूतम वातजातम नमामि हनुमान अंजनी सुनूर वायुपुत्र महाबल रामेश्च फाल्गुन सकः पिंगाक्षमित विक्रम उदधिक्रमणश्चैव सीताशोक विनाशन लक्ष्मण प्राणदाता च दशग्रीवस्य दर्पः ओम बंधु पवन कुमार खलबन पावक ज्ञान घन जासु हृदयागार बसहि राम शर चापधर कपि रूपम गदाहस्तम सर्व राक्षस मर्दनम आवाहनम करम वीरम सर्व सिद्धि प्रदायकम ओम श्री वायुपुत्राय नमो नमः। बोलिए श्री पवन पुत्र हनुमान की। प्लीज ऑल स्टैंड डिवोटीज। वी कॉन्सेंट्रेट ऑन भोलेनाथ पूर्णाहुति। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शंभवाय च मयोभवाय च नमः शंकराय च मयस्कराय च शिवाय च शिवतराय च ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम पूर्णमिदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम सर्वं वै पूर्णागम स्वाहा। आचमन। ओम सर्व पापहरं दिव्यं गांगेयं निर्मलं जलम आचमनं च मया दत्तं गृहीतां पुरुषोत्तमः ब्रह्मज्ञये नमः। आचमनं समर्पयामि। bow to the flame. Devotees, we do आरती to हनुमान जी। आरती कीजे हनुमान लला की। आरती कीजे हनुमान लला की। दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की। जाके बल से गिरिवर कापे। जाके बल से गिरिवर कापे। रुग दोष जाके निकट न झाके। अंजनी पुत्र महाबलदाई। अंजनी पुत्र महाबलदाई। संतन के प्रभु सदा सहाई। देवीरा रघुनाथ पठाये। देवीर रघुनाथ पठाए लंका जारी सिय सुदिलाई लंका सकोत समुद्र सिखाई लंका सकोत समुद्र सिखाई जात पवन सुत वारन लाई लंका जारी असुर संहारे लंका जारी असुर संहारे सिया राम जी के काज सवारे लक्ष्मण मूर्छित परे सखारे लक्ष्मण मूर्छित परे सखारे लालच जीवन प्राण उपरे पैछि पताल तोरी जमकारे पैछि पताल तोरी जमकारे अहि रावण की भुजा उखारे वाये भुजा असुर तल मारे वाये भुजा असुर दल मारे दाहिने भुजा संत जन तारे सुर नर मुनि जन आरती उतारे सुर नर मुनि जन आरती उतारे जय 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 हनुमान जी उचारे कंचन थाल कपूर छाई कंचन थाल कपूर छाई आरती करत अंजना मई जो हनुमान जी की आरती गावे जो हनुमान जी की आरती गावे बसी बैकुंठ परम पद पावे आरती कीजे हनुमान लला की आरती कीजे हनुमान लला की दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की आरती कीजे हनुमान आरती कीजे हनुमान आरती devotees, one moment, just chant what I am singing, sing after me. Jai 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 Hanuman Baba Ek Sahara जय 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 हनुमान बाबा एक सहर जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान, जय 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 हनुमान बाबा, एक सहर। जय हनुमान जय हनुमान, ओ जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान, जय हनुमान जय हनुमान, जय 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 हनुमान बाबा, एक सहर। एक सहर एक सहर। Devotees, you have come to the end of our devotions. We join together in our closing prayer. We have all made sacrifices, and I want you to surrender in your own way. This is your personal journey here. Try to speak to Hanuman Baba in your mind. Surrender, whatever it may be. Shiva Hare Shiva Rama Sakhi Prabhu, Vividhata Panivaran He Vibhu, Ajajaneshwar Yadav Pahimam, Shiva Hare Vijayam Kuru Me Varam, Shiva Hare Vijayam Kuru Me Varam, Pratidinam Kushalam Jai Mangalam, Pratidinam Kushalam Jai Mangalam. Mangalam Bhagwan Vishnu Mangalam Garudhvaja, Mangalam Pundarikaksha Mangalayatanu Harihi, Avahanam na janami Visajanam, Pujang Chaiva na janami, Chamyatang Kapishwara, Chamyatang. Om Gacha Gasur Seshta Swasthani Parameshwara, Yata Brahmadayo Devas Tatra Gachutasana, Om Labhasteshan Jayasteshan, Kutasteshan Parajaya, Eshamindi Varshamo, Hirdayastu Janardana, Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kascha Dukbhag Bhavet, Om Mantrihinam Kriyahinam, Bhaktihinam Kapishwara, Yat Pushitam Maya Deva, Paripurnam Tadastu Me, He Vayuputra. Om Gachatam Bhagwan Agni Swasthani Kunda Madhyataha, Hutam Adaya Devibhya Shigra Dehi Prasidami, Om Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Nrityurma Amritam Gamaya. Om Tvameva Mata Chahpitaha Tvameva, Tvameva Bandhuscha, Shanti, 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 Hari Om. गर्व से कहो, गर्व से कहो, गर्व से कहो, बोले श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, आदिशक्ति जगदम्बा माता की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, बोलिए श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय, बोलिए श्री स्वाहा माता की।
ओम जय स्वाहा माता, मैया जय स्वाहा माता, तुम अग्नि की शक्ति, तुम अग्नि की शक्ति।